Sometimes the stories that stick with you the most are the simplest ones. Today, we're diving into a really short but super heartwarming account of just one day. It was written by a man named Phil Moreland, and let me tell you, it reveals something amazing about community, support, and all those little things that show someone you really, truly care. One day, there was a friendly man called Phil. He was a washerman. That's how Phil starts his own story, and just like that, he pulls us right into his world. So let's get to know the guy at the heart of all this. All right, so the story really centers on Phil. He's in his flat, and he's waiting for a little help to arrive. But the story calls him the washerman. So what's that all about? Okay, this is what I find so charming. The title Phil gives himself, washerman. It's not just about, doing the laundry. It's kind of his identity in this whole story. He's a friendly guy who just needs a bit of a hand with the daily stuff, like laundry and keeping his flat tidy. But here's the thing. Phil isn't doing this alone. Not at all. He's got a whole team that comes to help him out. So let's meet this awesome crew that makes it all happen. Team Shaftesbury. And this isn't just a random visit either. Nope. This team provides consistent, reliable support. There's a real rhythm to it, a schedule of care that Phil can totally count on week after week. They're there 4 days a week, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. And that consistency, it's absolutely crucial. It's really the foundation for the trust and the friendship that we're about to see. So who exactly is on Team Shaftesbury? Well, this is where the story gets so much personality. These aren't just support workers, they're people with real connections to Phil, right down to some pretty fantastic nicknames. Here they are. You've got Greg, Blessing, Haley B, who Phil calls the Friendly Dragon. Then there's Debbie Duck and Chris, aka Captain Smiley. I mean, come on. These nicknames just perfectly capture that warm, personal relationship they all share. This is so much more than a job. It's a team of friends. Okay, we've met the team, we know who they are, so what happens when they actually arrive? Well, it is time for action. Phil needs some help tidying up, and everybody is ready to roll up their sleeves and get to work. And they don't just dive in, there's a plan. First thing, the washing goes out. Then Chris gets the Hoover going in the front room. Debbie grabs a brush for the floors, while Greg and Blessing get to work on the windowsills. It's like a well-oiled machine, an all-hands-on-deck kind of effort. And listen to this quote from Chris to Phil. This is so important. He says, "I will move the furniture while you hoover." See, this isn't about doing things for Phil. It's about doing things with him. He's part of the team. That's real empowerment right there. So the team is doing a fantastic job, right? But there's this one tiny detail in Phil's story that shows you just how deep their care goes. It's this one moment that is so far beyond any to-do list or set of duties. And here it is. Honestly, this is my favorite line in the whole story. They didn't just clean the tables and the shelves. They dusted Phil's cardboard cutouts. This just shows they see what's important to him, the things that bring him joy, and they make sure to care for those things too. It's just a perfect little moment. So who are these very important cardboard cutouts? Well, it's an absolutely fabulous lineup. We've got Joanne Lumley, Sophie Ellis-Bextor, Kylie Minogue, and even a Spice Girl, Emma Bunton. The team made sure these stars were sparkling clean. What a fun and really telling detail about what truly matters. So, the flat is looking amazing, the cardboard stars are gleaming, the team's work is just about done. Let's see how they wrap things up. They finish up with a few last caring touches. They help Phil make his bed and put his clothes away in the wardrobe. And then they do the professional part. They log their notes in the Log My Care system. It just shows that everything's properly documented before they head out. And what's the result of all this teamwork and care? Pure peace and comfort for Phil. The team leaves, and he can finally put his feet up, relax in his clean and tidy home, and just chill out with a Zoom call. You can see the direct positive impact of their support right there. And Phil's own words, well, they sum it all up perfectly. What a lovely, clean flat. Thanks, my best support team. He doesn't just call them a support team. He calls them his best support team. That right there is the emotional payoff for a great day. Phil's story just brilliantly shows how all these small, consistent acts of kindness can build something so much bigger. I mean, it's not just about cleaning a flat, is it? It's about building a real community of trust and genuine friendship. So it leaves us with something to think about. What does it really mean to build a community of care, one dusted cardboard cutout at a time?